My name is Algimantas. I train spiritual teachers. By saying I train spiritual teachers, I mean the teachers that shall be the only spiritual teachers the world over, because this sort of teachers have not been trained before throughout the world. So that's why creation, and this is the whole say cosmos, the whole space has been created by creator, by the four persons and personalities that make up one creator, the four sources and centers, the three sources and centers of the Paradise Trinity and the Aggregate Source and Center I am, which is written in capital characters. I am. So creator is without any form, without any space, without any time. He is above and beyond time, above and beyond space. But he is creating space, cosmos. And in cosmos, in space, there is the whole of creation, except the dwelling abode of creator, paradise. Paradise, the concentration of creator's energy vibrations. And it is always the geographical center of the whole of creation. All creation is circling around paradise, because paradise exerts the absolute gravity. That's why no universes can escape this absolute gravity coming out of paradise. While within smaller segments of creation, say super universes, local universes, constellations, local systems, inhabited planets, architectural spheres, they are all subdued to linear gravity, and that's a little bit different. Linear gravity is the force that is attracting space bodies in cosmos. So that's why planets revolve against certain centers, which are much bigger, just to keep in its grip around the center circling other planets. And such as solar systems, they circle around the also huge, enormous cosmic body in space, which is the center of the local system. So usually a local system has close to 1,000 solar systems. And the solar systems circle around this huge center of the local system. In its turn, the local system circles around the constellation center, which is even bigger than the center of the local system. And usually there are 100 local systems in a constellation. A constellation circles around the system, not system, but the center or capital or the dwelling abode of the creator son and creator daughter of the local universe. So the constellations move around the center of the local universe, and usually there are 100 constellations in one local universe. So in its turn, a local universe is circling around a minor sector of the superuniverse. Minor sectors circle around the center of the major sector of the superuniverse. The major sectors circle around the center of the superuniverse. And the superuniverse circles around Paradise, the dwelling abode of Creator. So at the moment there are 7 superuniverses in creation, which is being expanded. All the sky that we have above us, it's one superuniverse. As I've just mentioned, there are 7 superuniverses. So the 7 superuniverses are attracted by Paradise by its absolute gravity. Meanwhile, within each of the 7 superuniverses, linear gravity is in existence. Linear gravity. And plus, all this universe mechanism is controlled by mind. That's it. Not only by gravity, by mind. And the more the mind is spiritualized, the less it is affected by gravity. That's it. There are certain categories of spirits who practically do not experience gravity in creation. They can travel from one universe to another universe at a speed that exceeds 1,000,000 miles a second. That's it. 1,000,000, more than 1,000,000 miles a second. Just imagine such a conscious speed being used by a living being, spiritual, high status personality. And this spiritual personality is controlling its speed. it might change its direction of movement, of light in space. Our superuniverse has the diameter that is equal to 500,000 light years. And that means if you want to travel across our superuniverse at the speed of light, you have to travel without a single second stop for 500,000 years. And the spirits that I've just mentioned before might travel a million light years a second. That's great. And all this is coming from Creator. This capability and capacity for doing this sort of a thing. Yeah. That's why what I want to say, that on our level of living, we do not even understand what is reality. We only begin to reveal the curtain of reality, but we far from understanding it. That's why we're given assistance by spiritual beings, revelations. And this revelation is called the Urantia book. It's written in Lithuanian language, not the revelation, but the title of the revelation, which has been passed to humans in the first third of the 20th century in Chicago, and it was put into material language of English. And this revelation is enormous, 2,097 pages of text, and in addition 50 pages of the two contents. So it took me nearly 10 years to translate this revelation text into Lithuanian, my native language. So this is the revelation that describes us in 196 documents. What is Creator? How it is operating? What is Creator's family of spiritual children, of different orders of spiritual personalities, and how they are being created, and by whom, and for what purpose, and how they manipulate even some sort of energies to improve the creation of this moment, so that it would become ever brighter and reflect Creator's character, the qualities of Creator's character at a much, much higher spiritual light and level, for the benefit of the whole of creation, and operating in brotherhood. So that's why this revelation is given to us mortals to take us out of the current darkness existing for centuries on our planet. That's why in this darkness our mind cannot thrust itself through this thick layer of subconscious low frequency vibrations, because the divine mind of personality bestowed by Creator is made up of high frequency or shortwave bands, frequencies, energy vibrations. Everything in creation is made of Creator's energy vibrations. Our material body is also a form of Creator's energy vibrations, but in a very low frequency. Our mind is also a reflection of certain frequency of energy vibrations. So that's why if we, as a spiritual personality, are awaked to Creator, to Creator's leading from within, our spiritual and divine and eternal mind bestowed by Creator begins to operate in a high frequency vibration circuit. And then our mind becomes more, I would say, inquisitive to peruse certain information and to apply it for the benefit of all in brotherhood. Once this person discovers Creator himself within this mind, and it is possible due to the bestowal of Creator's spirit called a thought adjuster. So this bestowal of Creator's spirit is indwelling our mind. That's why through the operation of Creator's spirit, the thought adjuster, within our mind is enabled to discover Creator within. It is not that I simply think that I've discovered Creator within. No, I discover Creator in reality, and I know it as a fact. Once you look for some object, something that you have accidentally lost somewhere, and if you discover it, you take it and use it. You know you have found this object. Exactly the same feeling is within your spiritual personality. You have discovered the source and center of spiritual personality. That is your own personality. The source and center, Creator. And then it is possible to establish a living communion with Creator. You don't need any ritual, which is, well, prevailing in any church, in any mosque, in any synagogue. Rituals, they become like obstacles to establishing a living communion with Creator. So that's why I'm training spiritual teachers and training them how to discover Creator within. And I established the living religion of revelation, the Paradise Trinity I am living religion of revelation, and the temple, the Paradise Trinity I am living temple. So, and they lead the worship service of Creator and say my teaching in my native language, Lithuanian, and it's all on YouTube. All my teachings are on YouTube, both in Lithuanian and English. And you see behind me a banner, a flag. This is the flag of Creator, the Paradise Trinity I am. I've just led the worship service and decided just to record this spiritual teaching in English as well. So that's why the main thing that humanity needs currently and urgently, spiritual teachers. Because without a spiritual teacher, humanity is coming ever closer to self-destruction through wars, through illnesses, diseases, through the enormous flooding or tsunami waves, earthquakes, storms, hurricanes, tornadoes. All these natural calamities could be pacified, tranquilized by ever higher frequency vibrations emitted out of every person in nearly 9 billion humanity members. That's it. Spiritual teachers are now like the living water and living bread to humanity, because humans are apt to having some material and visible to their eyes leader of humanity, leader of the nation, leader of the country, leader of the race. So that's why I was conferred this mission to train spiritual teachers by Creator himself, as I represent Creator, as Creator's ambassador on and to this planet, and apostle of Master Creator's Son, who has bestowed himself as Jesus of Nazareth 2,000 years ago on our planet, and his partner, Creator daughter Nebuchadnezzar. And our local universe is named after her, the local universe of Nebadon. So I represent Creator, Jesus, and Nebuchadnezzar on into this planet. And I know what I speak of in the name of Creator.